What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the BuzzBoys Podcast. And this week, we are joined by...
Mitt. M-I-T-T. Mitt.
Whoa.
E?
No?
No.
Okay.
I.
Johnny Dogs.
Hey, dogs.
Let's crack a lacking. How about that?
Okay, ruined my introduction. I want to do it anymore.
Wait, say it again. You're saying?
I just said Frosty. That was
Oh.
Frosty.
And our special guest, once again.
Saint Nick.
Oh, Saint Nick. And it's not even Christmas yet.
Johnny said crack-a-lackin', and I wanted to cringe my face off.
I'm gonna bring it back.
Sugar honey iced tea.
Wow.
And this week, we are opening up
Yeah, show the cans.
another sword and shield, and that one's also the same. Sword and shield.
Right.
Base.
John and
Packs.
I are determined to find the secret rare, the gold cards.
Yeah.
Of
And this is
set.
post our recent live stream, which the score is now.
It's 6-4 going into this one right now.
6-4 John?
Last time?
John.
6-4 John?
Yeah.
So
I got
John
smoked on the live.
has the most.
I watched. Yeah.
Has the best pick so far.
Yep.
So alright, so let's get to opening
Great
these
cover
babies
arts
up.
for these
What is
base
on that?
sword and shield.
Cactus.
That's
Is that-
VMAX
Cactus.
Snorlax.
Oh, wow.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
look
yeah,
at
you're
his
right.
big old tum tum.
Oh yeah, I do see that.
VMAX
And the-
Lapras. VMAX.
Dude, that one's cool because it's like all dark.
That one's cool,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna go with
Yeah.
Snorted.
He's very handsome because he has a
He has
little
like a
world
whole
on him.
force. Alright.
Yeah, he does.
Start whipping those open. Stop prepping them.
Push-ups are on the table, so everyone pick an energy.
Yeah. Great.
Fairy.
Fairy. That's I always go fairy. Dark.
Leaf, fire. Leaf.
Oh, green.
Green
Hold on,
pack.
hold on.
White.
Oh,
We
yeah,
don't, that
card
doesn't
gets
mean that he's
almost-
won.
That
That doesn't mean that he's
Set them
won.
up, and then we'll
You
get a
play to
review.
win the game.
That's
Yeah.
right.
All right, I'm going leaf.
I'm going on fire.
No, I already called fire.
I'm fairy over here. Alright, remember, make sure they're both on the table.
Right.
Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Oh, more push-ups just like last week. Who got leaves? Did you? Yeah. Alright, at the same time, let's
We
go.
should see who
Okay.
can
One
get
over
some
here, one over
faster.
here.
Whoa.
What?
Whoa.
There you go.
I
What?
did not have steel.
Wait a minute. What's
What
happening here?
What just
Nah,
happened?
I don't want to say it.
What the fuck happened?
That
Uh-oh.
might be really good.
Uh-oh.
guys.
What the
Oh, look, he's
fuck?
got
What is going on?
Keep going.
I got this is
What the fuck
Wait
is
a
going
minute, keep
on?
going.
What is
Keep
This
going.
is an anomaly.
What is happening? What is happening? What is happening? What is happening? What the fuck just happened? Oh, what the fuck
Wait.
just happened?
Wait.
Oh, don't tell me it's just a freaking torque.
Oh,
Dude, I thought it was gonna
I
be
thought you were gonna get
Dude.
like a gold-plated
I saw the
mule.
steel, and I
Wow.
thought it's like, dude, that's the secret rare.
Dude,
Because he's steel, and like I was like, what?
Wait, so
what?
which energies did you get in total? So just
That
the
has
steel and the
never
fire?
happened.
No,
Oh, and the
dude, I
water?
got water.
And dark.
Anyone
too.
call water?
And dark.
Did anybody
I
call
got
water?
water. Yeah.
Oh, it looks like you got big pushies too.
I don't know, maybe John's got
Okay,
Three of
okay,
you?
okay,
Wait, let's see.
okay.
Yeah, let's see.
I mean, Matt's still up.
Leads,
but I'm very
switch,
disappointed.
D-switch.
Literally, my heart stopped.
Meows.
What a weird meow.
Ching Chou. Oh, that guy's just adorable. Cute pop.
Ooh, Rhyhorn.
Rhyhorn. That's a
Nice.
very cute Rhyhorn.
Ooh, nice digglet.
Diglett, cute.
I swear to God, John gets a full art.
Oh,
Roserade.
W.
That's a
All
great
right,
one. But
W for
Alright,
magic.
dude.
Dude,
This
this was strange. This
That
was
was
strange.
insane, dude.
That was
This
really
was
weird,
strange.
yeah.
I got my hopes up.
I've never
for that.
seen that
I
before.
like
did
a
too,
deck
because it's
misprint.
like usually there's like
That's like a whole deck misprint.
when like shit happens like that, dude. They'll like put multiple.
Multiple full arts in the same pack.
Yeah.
Alright, well, looks
That
like
was
Dom and I are the
crazy.
true winners this time because we don't get to do
And I already did chess today.
Oh,
Oh my god. So one's doing at the same time. One's in the kitchen,
How many
one's
is
by
it?
the front. and
no,
one's by the front.
97.
Oh my god. He's so fast. How you feeling? Oh boy. Oh, look at how fast he's going. Damn. He's an
I'm gonna
athlete.
sit on John's
You
bed.
think he hit the gym today?
I did.
I know.
But like, who won this then, Matt? Because you got this.
He got
Yeah,
the
full
art.
He got the. Do you have one of those torty guys?
We don't.
Well, I guess that's a.
Yeah,
It's
so
a
that's
job,
a W.
but,
That's a
like-
W.
My
moral
dad's
victory.
sneezing.
Look at his
That,
nose.
that literally looks like Steve.
Looks like he's just sneezing.
My dad?
That's a thumbnail right there.
That's like my old man if when he's sneezing.
This,
Yeah.
this really looks like
Exactly.
Steve.
Damn, imagine it was just
Dude.
like a pack full of energy.
That would have been wild. I would have laughed.
I just thought it was like a misprint of a pack. That was weird.
I know, dude.
I've never seen that happen.
That was
Back
kind
to
of
back.
electric. That was kind of electric.
That was kind of electric.
That was
All
crazy.
right. All right, what a hell
That
of a
got me really
Pokemon
nervous.
point, and that was
Hey,
our pool
6
this
of 5.
time. That was our pool.
Hey, welcome back to the show.
And once again, we pulled these from the Sword and Shield base pack. Nothing special, but you know what? What a special card piece we got. We never saw that
first
before.
gold cards.
Yeah.
And we want them to be from this base pack.
Yeah. All right, cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here.
Do you guys want to see him? Wait, hold on.
All right.
Quick.
Cool.
It's coming.
But anyways,
Secret rare gold cards.
Zamazenta.
and while that's going, we also had plenty of homework this week. We watched a couple of interesting things, both kind of in the realm of Japan/anime.
Yeah, very cultured picks
This
here.
time around,
From
and they were
Johnny Sama.
issued from Johnny-sama,
Oh,
which we'll get
goodness.
into in just a bit. But we're looking at
They're
right now
glorious.
is some golden cards that we have on screen as well.
Glorious.
Those are the ones that we're
Yeah.
trying to get from this.
Interesting.
And they're V's too.
Yeah.
Wow.
Secret rares.
Yeah.
Secret rares. Super
Very
hard to
cool.
get.
Pretty cards.
Yeah.
Very pretty.
nice.
Aesthetically pleasing.
Yep.
Johnny Sama.
But anyways, so we had some homework from Johnny-sama.
What
What do we have starting
I
off
was
with
very
the first
Sama
one?
this week. Very Sama.
With the
like,
first one
about
this
the
week?
culture. About the culture. Yeah, no. Batman Ninja.
And yeah.
Once you
Yeah.
said it was Batman Ninja, I was like, is it literally just called Batman Ninja?
Yeah,
It's
that's
literally
exactly
what
what
it's
it's called.
called.
Batman Ninja.
I was
yeah,
like,
no.
alright, okay, I'm in.
Yeah, no.
I'm in.
So, pretty much with this one, it just like gets very cultured off the start, and like first they're fighting a big bad monkey, Gorilla Grodd, and then he time warps the Gotham villains and Batman and some of the Bat family back to old Japanese times.
Yeah.
Is that right?
And then,
medieval Japan, he said, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no. Back when
Shogun
the
era.
country, I think it was in like different like territories of like these like people like trying to take over like different parts, and like it was just constantly like battling, fighting. It's a pretty intense time that they got pushed into. But the twist was the villains got there first, 2 years before Batman. So
And
Batman's
Catwoman.
playing catch up, and Catwoman. And then, oh yeah, I know.
down
right?
bad.
So, just to start off, we're trying not to go with any spoilers here, but like, just tell me what you guys were expecting,
So,
like going into this movie.
Well, I'll let's start off because I was like really anticipating this one because I have seen it. I've seen the promos with like the Funko Pops, all this stuff, kind of the art
those are
and
Funkos.
screenshots. Yeah. And I was really interested in all the designs of how different everybody looked, with like kind of getting adapted to that Shogun era of like Japan.
Yep.
But I didn't realize how much I was gonna like the animation because watching trailers and stuff like that 3D type of
Yeah.
animation
That
kind of
always
throws me
freaks
off
me
a little
out.
bit. But
That
no,
always freaks me out.
I actually really enjoyed it. I thought it was good. I thought it was like a good spin
Okay.
that I wasn't really expecting.
That's good.
I feel like it was, and I've also seen it before. This isn't my first time seeing it, so I did re-watch Batman Ninja this time around. But I feel like I kind of, in a weird way, I'm a little in between with that and that aspect of the animation style. Like, I think it was unique, but there were definitely times where it looked choppy. You know what I mean? Like, it almost felt like, hey, turn up the frames, my guy. You know, like
Yeah.
you're running on a shitty graphics card. Let's go. Like,
Yeah, no,
turn
that's
up.
Yeah,
that's
no, for
why
real.
that 3D animation
It's so-
throws me off. Dude.
Right, yeah. I feel like if it was a lot smoother, I think it would look way better. I'm not saying it looks terrible,
Yeah.
but I think it would look better, you know? But that being said, it was definitely such a very cool aesthetic, for sure. Very unique, especially in the realm of Batman. This is somewhere Batman has absolutely
Yeah, I
never really ever been, especially in the animated realm. We've never seen that. And it was really cool to see kind of everybody, not just Batman and Robin and everybody else, but the villains too, kind of fit into all these like old style Japanese tropes. You know, they were
Yeah.
all kind of took like a trope here or there. And I feel like everybody played it pretty well, you know? Like it was everybody was kind of nice looking, you know? But other than that, it's a pretty solid movie in my opinion, you know?
Yeah.
You can't go wrong with that one.
Oh, that's good.
I honestly had no idea what to expect from this movie because, I mean, DC kills their animation movies.
Yes. Mhm.
Real life, not so much. And Batman is their like
Bread and butter.
yeah, he's their golden boy. It was just really different. Like I don't really have like a Like, I didn't hate it. I mean, I wasn't amazed by it. I was just kind of like, okay, it was good. That's I'm just kind of like there.
Yeah.
I wasn't like I didn't hate it. There was one scene where I was like, I don't know why it looks like this. I thought my thing was all messed up.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and I was like, what is happening right now?
Yeah.
But other than that, I mean, I think it was pretty good.
Okay, that's good. Nicholas?
I liked it. It was very different. It was very interesting. Obviously, I wasn't necessarily sure like what I was getting into. With it, I had a feeling there were gonna be like kind of like anime undertones with it, but like there wasn't a ton.
There wasn't a ton, I'm not gonna go into it.
We're not gonna
just
get into
yet,
spoilers,
but continue and then I will pick up off of that because I do have something to say about that.
Yeah, but there was like maybe one or two like things that I really caught on, but other than that, I thought the animation, like maybe not necessarily like the animation being super cool, but like the way they made some of the characters look at certain points was really, really cool. And it was very original. Like this thing gets an A for like, you know, being original because it was definitely kind of crazy to see the way that they portrayed some of these guys. So it was cool,
especially for Robin.
Sure. Yeah, for the Robins.
No,
wait,
hated.
Baby Robin.
Hated it.
Damien?
Wait, keep going. Let's keep going. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it.
And so this was the first time for Professor John as well. So I was expecting something like very different and different than pretty much what they've given us for Batman. And I definitely appreciated like the way they went with it, and like I thought it was a good story. Character design was pretty cool, and because I thought it was overall like a pretty decent movie. But jumping into spoilers right now.
All right, real
let's
quick.
just talk.
Spoiler warning. We're gonna jump into spoilers. So
warning.
Spoiler warning.
How old is this, by the way?
It came out 2018.
It's still
2018.
Yeah, it's real new.
So, but diving into it now.
Here we go.
Character design. Tell me what you guys think, because I do have one guy that just kind of pissed me off.
Red Hood.
Damien, huh?
Oh.
Oh! Red Hood? Oh, dude, with his basket?
He looked dumb.
Dude, yeah, that one pissed me off.
That was a miss, man. That was such a miss.
There's a point in the movie, because he's my favorite Robin.
I know he is. I know he's your favorite Robin.
So there's a point in the movie where I was like, oh no, that's only just going to be there for like a little bit.
Yeah.
And he's literally just walking with it on with the whole Bat family with him. I'm like, take
yeah,
that
and
fucking
he's
thing
got
off!
a fucking like, trash can on his head.
That's
He's
it.
got a trash can. No, and like there was a part that he like tilted up. And he looked so cool.
Yeah,
he looked so cool.
Yeah, like
because he had a little Kakashi mask thing going on, and he looked so cool. He could have just went with that, but no, they put a red basket on his head.
So you think that would have been the best way to handle that, like a Kakashi style like mask,
well,
or
well, like
what do you think?
they like even showed like this kind of like half style mask where it's literally just covering here. That's it.
But you think it should have just been that?
Yeah,
with
I
the
think it
basket,
could have been
or do you
that.
think it could have been something else?
I think even give him a fucking hood. Actually, like give him a hood.
Yeah,
Or, like, do
have him
that
kind of look
and
like
then
a Ronin
do a
kind of
hood.
type.
Oh,
Yeah.
Ronin would have been sick.
'Cause he can have
Live
that
action.
I did not like that, and then
Or a Death God mask.
Oh yeah.
well, because
Death God
the
mask.
scene that I noticed it was when like the scene where like it gets all like weirdly animated.
It's like watercolor.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
Which
and
I
like,
thought was really cool.
Yeah.
Like in terms
Different
of
style.
animation, like I thought it was really cool.
It's
how
different.
Very artsy,
Yeah.
and
well,
I thought that was
that's
pretty
when I saw Red Hood, and I was like, yo.
Yeah, no,
what-
that's
what
the first time
happening
to show
here?
him.
It was happening here.
Did you guys watch it dub?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is
I-
it in Japanese?
watched it sub.
There's a sub, yeah.
Is this-
Oh,
Yeah.
no. Well, no, I watched it on HBO Max.
It's an anime.
I
The only
thought the
thing-
sub was really good. The person who voiced Endeavor did Batman's.
Really?
Yeah.
The dub Endeavor or
No,
the sub
no,
Endeavor?
the,
oh wait,
sub Endeavor.
they have it in Japanese.
Yeah.
too?
I kind of
I
want to
watched
watch
it
it
dubbed.
back in
I watched
sub.
it in Japanese.
But
I
dub
appreciate
was good too because
the Sasuke
Sasuke's voice actor was
and
playing
also
Red Hood.
Spider-Man voice acting.
The only thing I
And
didn't like
Spider-Man
about
voice acting.
the dub was that the voice of Batman was a voice from Batman Arkham Origins. I don't really like him too much. I think it was kind of
okay.
weird, well, kind of a weird voice. But I mean, he
Origins,
was alright.
which one's that?
The Arkham game where he that's a very where they go back in time. This was after Arkham City.
Okay, alright.
He was
Okay.
he that was his first
Yeah.
run as Batman, and then they were like, oh, all right, well, let's just get you
Oh,
for Batman
okay.
Ninja, so they pulled him in.
Dude,
He's
the
alright.
one Robin that, well, he's not really Robin, but the one character on the hero side that I was really happy with was Nightwing.
Yes, that's my
Nightwing
favorite
looks
Robin.
great,
He
dude.
looks
But
sick
you guys-
all the
you
time.
And his
guys
little
like-
bamboo sticks.
You guys didn't like
Yeah.
Jason Todd, but you guys you guys mean to
I
tell
also
me you also
love-
didn't like Robin, the regular Robin?
No, he was
Damien?
horrible.
All right,
so
the
dumb.
only thing that
His
was
hair,
good,
his
good
monkey,
about him was
yeah,
Monkey.
the monkey.
All right,
Monkey,
get a
monkey was good.
I
That's
thought
the
it
only
was
thing.
weird. I
Hated
didn't
monkey.
care for the monkey. I thought it was like an anime shtick, and I was like,
Hated
why
monkey.
is
It kind of was, but like it was a cute monkey.
I don't know. It just didn't land for me.
All right,
Cute
so
monkey,
I
but
thought
like,
the
why
monkey
is
was
it
gonna
there?
turn, be
You?
because of Grodd.
God.
Because I thought it was gonna be a bad
Well,
monkey.
he ended over the fluke. It's all good.
monkey.
Dude, out of all the things like to happen later, but
Oh
this
my
is
God,
not
that's
necessarily
outrageous.
a spoiler, but
Yeah.
like so down the movie, like they this is post like apparently they fight huge ass robots, right? Like
Dude, that's when it just
huge
got
ass
ridiculous.
Japanese robots that
Yeah,
are fighting,
yeah, that-
and
that
so
got
they take
ridiculous.
down Gorilla Grodd's robot, and he's all real fucked up. You know, he's real hurt, and he
Yeah.
comes. They go up to him. He's like, "Thanks for saving my life. Here, I got a flute that control monkeys." It's like
Hold on.
what?
Hold
Yeah,
on.
like,
I think I got
The
something.
not
Goes and grabs
control
a flute.
monkeys just turn him into a mecha.
I mean,
Like,
yeah,
yeah.
but I mean, more or less control.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
no.
just an army of them.
Monkey
no, that was
bot,
insane.
dude.
Dude, monkey bot. Dude, and then he was so cute when they put it all together. He was just looking at me. Just,
Yeah.
But
but
he did look
um,
weird though. Robin looked
Yeah.
kind of whack. Like,
Yeah,
his
Damien,
hair,
Damien,
like-
yeah. Damien was
Tim
rough.
Drake was cool though.
Was very
Yeah,
cool.
dude.
Those were the two best.
Red Robin was
Those were the
pretty
two
sick.
best. Red Robin and Nightwing looked sick.
Catwoman was pretty good too.
Yes, I agree. I just meant of the
Catwoman looked great.
people
That's
who
all
used
I'm
to be
saying.
Robin.
Down bad.
Great character.
Oh,
design.
Bonk me.
Bonk.
Great character
Bonk.
design.
Bonk.
Nope.
Right? What else
No?
you got?
Great character design. That's all. All right. So, what do you guys think of Batman's tech at the beginning, and then it turns out to be his biggest weakness?
Oh yeah, that
Yeah.
is true.
That was a cool
I,
turn of events
I,
because
I thought
the
his
second he got
Batmobile
there,
was sick though.
it was just like, all right, I need the Batmobile, I need the Batwing, I need the Batbike, I need my things, I need to shoot stuff. Yeah, I need all of
Yeah.
it. But it turns out, hold on, I gotta embrace the culture. I gotta
Yeah.
go pick up a sword, a couple kunais.
yeah.
That was
Yeah.
pretty sick.
I thought his Batmobile was sick, and I thought the suit that he had at the start of the
Yeah.
movie was
pretty
dope
good.
with that
It
kind
was.
of blue, kind of glowish kind of
Yeah.
thing. to it.
Yeah.
Like it reminded me of his suit from the Injustice trailer.
Yeah.
Remember that? How it's
Oh,
like
yeah,
kinda,
it like
yeah,
kind of
yeah.
glowed
decked out a
green.
little bit.
Yeah.
gold green, but instead of green, it was blue.
Blue. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it was sick.
Yeah.
I thought
I thought it
the
was cool.
way like Batman looked throughout the whole thing was sick.
Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Especially at the end.
They definitely did him a lot of justice for sure.
Especially with his sword. Especially with his sword.
Yeah.
But no.
Well, even with all his like armor, I was like,
Ooh.
oh, that was kind of
dude.
lit.
Full samurai.
I do have a question though.
What's up?
Where did they get all these armies?
I don't know. There's a
Oh
lot
well,
of these.
that was gonna be my following.
Oh,
thing
sorry.
of,
Okay,
like,
sorry.
What do you
Sorry,
guys think
Professor.
about like all these like different like or well
Factions.
because first there's different factions and there's just a ton of them, but then there's also the Backland.
Yeah.
Because I thought the people in the Backland were sick, but I just
They
thought
were.
it was just like, of course there would be like a Backland.
Like suddenly,
Yeah.
like, it just so happens to have
Yeah,
a
no,
bat
to,
clan
like,
of all things.
Give them like
could have
the
had a lion clan,
the,
a dragon clan.
same kind of
Yeah.
numbers. Yeah.
It's bats. All right,
Yeah. No.
we'll do it.
But I actually thought that Deathstroke's faction was my favorite.
Ooh, yeah, I know.
Yeah, his
Yeah.
is cool.
It's pretty sick.
And then, what else we got here? What are we doing on time? Alright, so, favorite scene and favorite character. Can't say Batman, though.
Favorite character has got to be Nightwing, and when actually Jason Todd was fighting Deathstroke, because I thought that was a good little pairing of them fighting each other.
Oh, okay. Alright, true.
Dude, honestly, like as ridiculous as it was, I really liked the fighting robot scene, like
Really?
the giant robots.
Yeah, I
I
know.
thought it was. Don't
With
get me
the
wrong.
intangible
Like
monkeys.
clearly, it's like all sorts of whack and like out there, like
Mhm.
very much so. But I mean, it's like they fully embraced that whole Japanese trope of like even to the point of bringing in these full like
Gundams.
Gundams, literally these
like they're
mechs.
Basically like Gundams.
These mechs,
or,
and I
or
kind
like Zords.
and I kind of
Yeah,
like that they
Power
twisted
Rangers.
it too, and like you
Yeah.
know each Gundam had its own theme with like their leader, like Two-Face or whoever it was, like
Yeah.
Joker's thing. Like they all kind of like vibe together well with their person. I think it was pretty cool. I don't know. It was nice to see them
I have
fight.
to say, I did not like Two-Face's, like, thing.
Oh, that
Oh, it's
like
weird.
thing
Yeah.
turned into a person and like
Yeah, I think it was
got up
weird.
and like
It
it
was
started
pretty
running weird.
Yeah.
That thing was pretty weird. Yeah.
Go on. Oh, and it was favorite character. I don't know. Joker was pretty cool in this one. Like, you know, even though his design was a little weird,
Yeah.
I think overall, like,
very out
and
there,
especially the fact that he acted like he never knew, you know, like he didn't know anything, and then all of a sudden, you know, it was revealed.
Yeah.
He was I don't know, he was the most twisted, of course, but like I think with what it was, it also worked well.
Yeah.
You know, in the trope of like the sweet ass samurai and this like real creepy, like wicked Joker, like samurai looking guy. So it worked pretty cool. I like
For sure.
Joker.
Yeah. No. And because I thought he played like a great like counterpart like throughout this
Batman's
entire movie. Yeah.
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 sure.
Yeah. No.
I'm gonna piggyback off that and say Joker. He's probably my favorite character in the DC universe, and I think he did good here. I liked him a lot more in the beginning when like you can see his like weird clan there too. I thought that was cool. I thought they looked really cool.
I thought they did look cool with their masks. That was pretty sick.
Harley just I don't know annoyed the fuck out of me for some reason. I just wasn't
It's pretty
digging it.
wild.
I didn't even know Penguin was in it until like I missed something.
I would
yeah.
forget.
I
I
missed
would
something.
forget.
Yeah.
Fought him at the end there.
And then he would just
Yeah,
come into
yeah,
like
yeah.
random
That's right,
places
yeah.
and be like, "I'm here."
Yeah.
Yeah, same. I would say probably I'm gonna go with the fight scene at the end with
Batman and jokes.
Batman and Joker. I think
Batman
that was
and
cool. Bane,
Really cool.
I hated Bane.
Oh,
Bane
like
just
a
turned into
sumo
a
luchador?
sumo.
I hate
Yeah,
that's
that's pretty
Bane.
wild.
Sumo
But then he was
luchador.
gone like right away. It was like
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
finished him, and then I was like, what
Come on.
what happened to him? Like
Well, that's how I
Um,
feel like Deathstroke was, dude. I felt like he looked so cool that we should have seen him more.
Yeah. No.
mhm.
He looked so
Yeah.
cool.
I mean, there was a lot of moving parts in this movie in terms of like characters because they had like not only the whole Bat Clan and Batman's like sidekicks, but then like 5 or 6 villains, so they had to kind of like somehow mesh it.
Yeah.
I would definitely say Batman versus Joker. That's probably my favorite, and then Joker's probably my favorite character.
Okay. Good choices. Good choices.
Yeah, my favorite character, and I'm super biased though, was Nightwing. I'm so glad they didn't do him dirty like they did with Red Hood.
or
Thank
Robin.
God, and Robin. But honestly though, like very close second, like rivals Nightwing was Red Robin because he was
Dude, he
lit.
was-
Oh yeah, dude. They both are
So-
Plus, he had like a bow staff, huh?
Yeah, which was cool because
Yeah.
it's kind of weird though to me because
He had
Nightwing
some
uses
pretty cool
that a
scenes
lot.
with it. No, Nightwing's using the batons.
Yeah, but in some of like the older stuff, he's used the bow staff.
He'll like connect them.
Especially
and,
when he was Nightwing in Teen Titans, he
Yeah.
would connect
No,
it,
true.
but not the new Titans that looks like garbage and
Yeah.
Nightwing and that stinks. But yeah, so Nightwing was my favorite part, my favorite character, and then I would probably say my favorite part was the fight scene with Batman and Joker, just because it was very Batman Joker-esque, but it had this spin to it, and it was
Yeah.
cool. It was very cool.
Yeah.
I liked it a lot. It was really
Yeah,
cool.
no. And like, I thought it was like pretty long too, but like I didn't have a problem with it. Cause I thought that was like a great fight scene. Cause it
Oh,
like
yeah.
Yeah.
like they did like put a good amount of time into it, and it was like taking great turns, and I loved it. And Batman turned into a freaking badass freaking ninja doing his hand signs
I like
with
that.
the
I like
bats.
part.
That was
loved
so sick.
loved
That was so cringe.
That was for the Naruto boys.
It was just cringe plus
That was
ratio.
literally-
That was for the
literally
Naruto
only
boys.
for the Naruto boys.
Yeah,
Like,
that
literally,
was.
that's
That's
why
why
I was
I
I
like,
saw that and I was just
And I
like
say
every
thank you.
Naruto.
And I say thank you.
That was sick.
Thanks.
That was
Because he was just floating, just doing his
sitting
thing.
here.
Give me that, give me that.
Dom's
Fuck,
Dom's just sitting here.
Aw. And then bats. Sick.
Alright.
But for me though, favorite scene was, or well, like sequence was when like they all got into like the different kind of Zords, and then they were all doing like their own fights with them.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
And I think they could have just went to that and then taken out the robots.
Yeah.
Like just
Oh,
take out
true,
that
true,
entire thing with all the like the giant mechs.
With the giant Batman that came.
Yeah, I know. And then
Yeah.
the giant Batman.
I was so
don't know.
confused how the giant Batman got there. I was like,
I
"Did
was
miss something?"
too. I
Yeah,
hated
no,
that part. I was
no,
like,
because
what?
it was like the monkeys and then the bats, and then they like combined.
Combined
then
and made giant
Classic, no, but like giant classic Batman, like he's got
Yeah.
pants and everything. I
That's
don't know. That was like it kind of threw me off, but I was like, okay, all right, that was like a little like, all right, that's for like the first Batman, cool. But that's how they got into the big ass swords. So I thought that was my favorite scene of like them just like picking their own fights with all these other characters, or the villains. But like favorite character, I'm torn between Nightwing and Joker, because I thought Joker was like a great villain in this. Did a lot of Joker things in this one. Did a lot of Joker things, and then he like played his role great. And then the last fight scene too, like just the way he fought too, it was just like chaotic and like unpredictable. Didn't know
like almost
the
like a
thing
drunken
that he was trying to
fist
do.
kind of style.
Yeah, no, and I thought that was really cool. So I'm gonna go with Joker. All right,
That was lit.
But everybody give it a rate now.
All right. I enjoyed it. I thought it was good. I'm just gonna give it a rookie score 8.0.
Dang.
Rookie score. That was good.
All right, Drew.
I give it rookie score last week.
I think I don't know, it was a really good movie. I feel like though it kind of lost the focus. It turned more into this, instead of this like movie dedicated of like, you know, showing off a story, it turned more so, I feel like, in my opinion, it more so turned into this giant kind of pot in which they threw everything in. They were like, and then all they did is like pile on top this sauce of Japanese and then stir it all up, you know? And they were essentially just like, let's see how we can show off Japanese as hard as we can, you know?
Yeah.
And like, I feel like,
And put every
don't get me
Batman
wrong,
villain
it
in.
was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It was cool to see the villains, but had they shrunk them down or like at least used 2 to 3 at most,
Yeah, 'cause there's like
I
what,
think
6?
yeah, I think it would have been more focused and more easier to watch. You know, like you would have taken the villains more seriously, in my opinion.
Yeah, for sure.
But I think the Bat Family was a really good touch. That one was okay in my opinion. I like they could have done with that and just lesser villains. But overall, solid movie. Animation looked pretty good. Just really pretty easy watch, you know, and it's pretty easy rewatch as well since this was my second time around watching it. So having said that, I'd probably give it like a solid 7/7. It's pretty solid movie.
All right. Diamond Boy.
Oh man, this was definitely out of left field for me. Like, in terms of like, I did not expect them to make a movie like this. Like very like ninja
Anime style.
but like samurai, ninja, Batman, like everybody's in it. I think a lot of things that just really upset me were like whoever that little Robin dude was.
Damien?
Like, I don't know, like it's like Caillou. Like
Caillou with a
I don't know why they made him look like that. It's so
patchy
weird.
head ass.
I think they missed their mark on Red Hood. I think they could have made him look really cool, but instead
that
they
was a huge
dropped a
miss.
basket on his head for some reason.
Yeah.
But
That was just a go-to apparently.
I also did not expect them to just go crazy full-on robot battle at the end. That was just so weird to me. Like, it just, I don't know. But I'm gonna go ahead and lock my score in at like a 7. I'm gonna give it a 7.3.
7.3. Okay. Good score. Nikki Boy.
Yeah, so I liked it. I liked a lot of the themes and the tones that there were, you know, presented throughout the movie. I liked the animation style a lot. I liked the way that they made some of the characters look. Unfortunately, the ones that they missed on huge.
Yeah.
But other than that, it was a good movie. The ending with the mechs was a little weird for me, just because it was a lot.
Caught me off guard.
Caught me off
Definitely caught
guard,
me off
especially like when
Especially
they
with
turned into the
Monkey.
Batman.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
the Batman really caught me off
Caught me
guard.
off
I was
guard.
like, how's this even happening?
Yeah,
I
Back
thought I
to
missed
monkeys.
something.
I thought so too.
Yeah.
I actually rewound it, but
Yeah.
but it was good. I'd give it another watch in the future. I like that they went on a limb and did something different. A little lower than you guys, but I'm gonna give it a 6.9.
Ooh, sexual.
Whoa, sexual bonk.
Bonk me.
Bonk.
Yeah. Oof.
All right, good score. For me, I thought this was a pretty good movie, man. It like did come out of left field for me too. Definitely didn't expect this at all, but I was pleasantly Jesus Christ, pleasantly surprised with this one. That it was like they actually like came through with a good story. Pretty good character design for the most part, but I just thought it was too many villains. But like anything with the Bat Family though is great, like injected into my veins. But it was just like take away some of the villains, give me a lot more of the Bat Family because they're great. And And I thought that like the ending was sick too. But
Yeah, it was a
overall,
sick
pretty good movie. I'm gonna go a little, like better than you guys with these scores. 8.6.
Whoa,
8.6.
that's high.
I really like this movie. Yeah,
That's high.
better scores, guys. You suck. No,
Just kidding.
higher score.
Higher
My bad.
score.
Now Shin.
Ooh,
But now
all
we
right.
have a second
Continuing
one to
with the
talk about.
culture.
Yeah.
Shin.
Yeah, Shin Godzilla.
I feel like we could just hop into spoilers with this one.
I know.
It's
Yeah,
very
no, it's
hidden.
okay.
It's underground.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if you haven't seen Shin Godzilla, if you're a fan of monster movies and you really liked at least the last Godzilla, you'd probably be a fan of this. But I would suggest go check it out. We're probably gonna dive straight into spoilers. So this is your chance. Go check it out. It's an hour and 40 minutes, I believe.
Hour and 40 minutes.
Not too long of a
Or it's on the
runtime.
shorter side. Yeah.
It is heavy on the subtitles though. It is pretty much all in
Yeah,
Japanese
no.
for the
Yeah,
most
yeah.
part.
All in Japanese.
But if you haven't seen it, you're a fan of big monster movies or Godzilla at all, go check it out and come back in because we're about to talk about it and dive right into spoilers. So this is your final spoiler warning right here.
All right, guys. So, what do you guys think about this one? Because like going into it, I really didn't know what to expect. Because like I saw a classic Godzilla, and like I was like, well, that's great because this guy looks sick. This is great.
You heard that brum, brum, brum,
Yeah,
brum.
brum, 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 brum. And then the classic score, that was great. But then at the beginning of the movie, we get like this deformed Godzilla that I didn't think was Godzilla.
No, I thought it was the villain at first.
Yeah. Yeah, no, like 1000% I thought it was a villain.
No, I was actually surprised with like how much I liked how it was shot. I guess is like kind of like that kind of retro feel,
Oh,
but not
yeah.
really retro because it was like 2016, and I was surprised with I guess the grand scheme of effects with like environment. Well, except for this one part where like the subways are like it literally looks like like getting whipped at Godzilla.
Yeah.
It's like someone's just like controlling them to hit him.
Yeah.
But no, like I thought it was good. I thought it was just like a a fun little monster movie. That was good.
I think it definitely was like Matt said, for sure a mixture of retro and new. It was very old timey in terms of like the way he looked and some of the effects, but then they used really new like cinematic angles and very action angles, where you could see the demolition and stuff more clearly. And for those of you who haven't seen the movie or don't know, this movie came out in 2018? 2016 you said? And this was essentially, if you don't know, this was essentially kind of a response, Japan's response to the US Godzilla version. That one came out in 2014, the first one. And essentially the whole situation was Japan saw it and they were like, who the hell is this fat ass like Godzilla, American Godzilla, like, you know what, let's bring Godzilla back home and bring him to our roots.
We have an obesity
And that's
problem.
literally what and that's literally like what this whole movie was that like all of that. And so, that being said and all of that taken into account, it's very old-timey, very very tropey, is what it was, and especially with the music and stuff. It kept an old classic soundtrack,
Yep.
So at the end of the day, I thought it was pretty good. Like it definitely was super Japanesey. Very
Japanese.
very very anime feel. Very Japanese movie feel. But then they also tried to mix a little bit of American action and like a little stuff like that. So it was interesting to me. It wasn't bad. It wasn't unbelievable, but I think it was a pretty cool watch overall. Very unique.
Piggybacking off of that, I just feel as though like this just did not hit it, and that's probably just because we got this whole Godzilla franchise in the past 6 years that's been really really good, and then hearing that this is like their response makes me like think like what, like how, like this was made like 2 years later. I just didn't see like, and I get it, they were mad because Godzilla was fat in the new ones. Sure, he's a thick boy, whatever.
He had pretty long arms too.
He
did a lot of stuff with
And
his arms.
he didn't have nearly as many powers as this one did.
Yeah,
like,
no.
no,
Like,
Japanese
like, popping
Godzilla's
lasers out of his
OP,
dorsal
like,
fins.
Yeah.
Japanese
nuts.
Godzilla's OP as
But
fuck.
I guess like seeing as that this is their response, it was made 2 years later. I'm pretty positive it had nowhere near the same amount of budget.
Yeah, for sure.
I just like, I just couldn't take it like seriously. I guess like after seeing what we got in 14 with Blue Fire, and then getting King of the Monsters in 18, and then Godzilla vs Kong in 20 or 21, whatever it came out. this movie just didn't really like hit it for me. It was very like weird. There was some really weird, especially when he first comes out of the water, and I was like, "What is that?" Because his eyes were huge, and I was like,
and it kept evolving though too.
Yeah.
Because like first it was like a big ass fish.
Yeah.
And then it evolved to that thing that like just kept going in a straight line and then goes back into the water.
Yeah.
But then he comes back and then he's like evolving again.
It's essentially like a Godzilla remake is what it is. Like an OG remake to where they showed
Origin
the very
too,
first.
basically.
They showed the very first form of him,
Yeah,
and
it
like
was like his first appearance.
something I mentioned, off the pod, but like it really when we first see Godzilla, doesn't look like him at all.
No,
I thought it was a completely different monster.
I literally thought it was a
and he like dropped some weird shit from his gills.
Was that like
the
blood?
goop, yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Like he was like well, I feel like his whole body was just weird, especially at the end with that last like I guess it was supposed to be a cliffhanger. What the hell are those things?
I don't know. I
Look
have
like
no idea.
the aliens in the Alien vs Predator.
It's most likely like another sort of monster that have been in like the earlier like Godzilla movies. You know that like the U.S. has never seen, or at least like put in our movies. But like that's probably what it is. But I mean, I have no. I'm not.
I know,
super
yeah,
sure.
no.
I'm
because,
not
like,
well versed in the whole
so if they didn't
lore.
do that to him, so those things were just gonna jump out and just start
Maul everybody,
getting everybody, right?
And I think that's always the whole.
Yeah, because like
I didn't think
because
about
like
that.
it was peeling off, but it was like there was a couple like trying to get out, trying to pull themselves away.
And that's always been the whole point of like the Japanese Godzilla. Like ours, you know, he's like a defender. You know, like and that's I think what they were hinting at the ending is that like he was actually defending Japan the whole time, even though he like destroyed them like disgustingly. But I don't know. You know, I have no idea. That's,
I mean, I guess that happens in
trying to,
our Godzilla too.
I'm trying my best to like
and it's because
understand,
like
but
I didn't
have no
really
idea.
get that part though of like that they were trying to say that like Godzilla was like defending, but from like what?
And I guess that's what we see, like the little creatures, you know. So maybe, but.
I know they did go into like a weird scene where they talk about him like asexually producing or something like that, and then even growing wings at one point.
Right.
And so I don't know, like I'm just gonna go ahead and stick to the ones that we got here, and if I can't get those, then I'll go ahead and stick to the ones made in 1990, with in New York as well, because those are classics. I just feel as though this one just. It was very awkward to me. It was very weird. And then, like, especially out of left field where, like, they're just like, the U.S. is going to bomb us again. And I'm like, we can't just do that. Like, we can't. But, I mean, like, and I understand it was
the UN decision.
The UN decided it, but it's like, I don't think they can still just do that. Like, I'm pretty sure there's, like, Geneva Conventions. We're not allowed to use, like, nuclear. But, I mean, I get it. It's a movie. But and then also, like, they're like, we can't have another bomb. I'm like, well, this thing just got big because of radiation. And you're going to... throw a bomb, like, so I don't know. It was really weird to me.
Nick,
so I'm gonna try and not compare it to the ones that just came out, and not the one from 1990. I'm actually gonna go.
How I was looking at it too.
I'm gonna go further. And like the old retro ones, like Godzilla versus Mothra, Godzilla versus like
that's
the one where
King
he's
Kong.
flying. Like,
He's like flying on his tail and he's doing a double kick.
I'm comparing it to that, and then like in accordance with like other monster movies. Like I love monster movies. I'm a big Frankenstein guy. I'm a big like American Werewolf guy. Like even like the American Werewolf in London, all that kind of stuff. And like this still did not hit the mark for me. And I understand it's like a smaller indie type of movie, and I respect it, but like I'd much rather watch the old Godzilla movies.
That's one thing I was gonna say. Like after having saw this one, I kind of want to see the old ones.
I had
like,
sometimes they show them on TV. Yes,
like,
the black and whites.
The 80s, like
no,
70s. Like,
yeah, they show them on black and whites.
Yeah.
They still show them on TV.
Old.
And like
I would not rewatch those because I've never seen them.
Yeah.
But I'd be more inclined because like I feel like it would give me a better understanding of this Godzilla. You know, because that's what it's supposed to be like. Essentially, is that Godzilla. But I don't know, like, and I think that's the one thing again I appreciate it for is because it's like that Godzilla, but it looks like newer movies, you know, like our new movies. So, but it's a weird mix, you know, like I think it needs a little bit more balancing, but you know, for sure, like I said with you with that, like I would want to go watch the old ones.
It's because I think so too that it's like they were trying to take like the Godzilla from like the 70s and then throw him into a 2016
like
type of movie.
style.
And I like that's a cool idea, and I thought like with his look, I thought that was really cool. But like everything that came along with it, like pretty much with all the dialogue and then all the board meetings, and then all the politics. It got a little like tiring at like a couple different points in the movie to where I was just like, okay, when are they gonna stop?
That
talking?
happens.
I
That
kinda wanna
happens in
see
the new
Godzilla
ones
again.
too, though.
Yeah, no,
and that's what bothers me in the new ones is like Godzilla attacks, board meeting.
Yeah.
No, but
We
like,
attack Godzilla, board meeting.
Yeah,
Godzilla
no, like-
retaliates, board meeting.
But like that's just the way that like these ones
they always
like,
go,
or, like
yeah,
these kind of movies go. But it's just with those, they balance out by giving us like a crazy big ass monster fight scene, and like then it's like, okay, talk all you want, because if I'm getting these badass big monster fight scenes, then hey, got to get through the tough parts, got to get through the rough. But like with this one, it was just like Godzilla just standing there, and then back to board meeting.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, no.
I was gonna say on a side note, like, you know, at first I feel like it was kind of hard for me to get invested, like, emotionally, because it was just like, oh, there was these kind of random people and stuff.
I don't think I was invested
But then-
emotionally at all.
Oh yeah, no, dude.
I feel
and
like I did like start to really get into it especially when like you kind of see when I saw more of the prime minister kind of making those decisions. And the one thing I really didn't like was like it was always kind of like this tunnel way of like, oh no, like should we shoot it? And then it's like, should we shoot it? And then the next person, should we shoot it? And they finally make it to the prime minister, and the prime minister's like, let's shoot it. And everybody's like, go back down. All right, let's shoot it. And then the next person's like, all right, okay, let's shoot it. Clearance, let's go, you know? But, like, that being said, like, think about it, like, the way I saw it is, like, this dude really had to make some real hard decisions, you know? Not even, like, he literally pulled the plug on a shot because of, like, a kid and a guy.
Yeah.
On, like, Godzilla, the very first time he came out of the ocean, you know, when he was, like, real wonky. Like, he was like, you know what, there's civilians, never mind. Like, we can't take the shot. But that being said, like, him making those decisions and stuff, like, I felt a little more invested in him. And then when he, like, just bit it from a laser, like, out of nowhere, I was shook. I was like, dude, like nothing. And it wasn't even, like, a big emotional moment. It was literally just like, and then he was gone.
Yeah.
And after seeing this guy make so many, like, real tough decisions that nobody else was making, like, I was like, oh, dude, that's...
that was, like, the only guy that I thought, too, like...
Besides the main
was
character.
like, oh, okay, I kind of care about this guy. But not really.
Right.
But it's like... This guy's got to make some, like, big calls.
Because clearly nobody else is.
No one
else
knows.
And then I guess maybe that girl that was trying to be president, but not really.
But like, the girl scientist was kind of cool too.
Oh, okay,
like,
yeah.
But the girl scientist was a Japanese citizen that wanted to be the president of the United States.
That's a different girl.
No.
She's a U.S. agent.
Okay.
The one
But that just threw me off. I was like,
no.
Okay, Arnold
Too
Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
All right, Arnold.
Yeah.
But like for like the entire movie, pretty much like. Because the people that talked, like the characters that talked, they were just there. They were just there. I didn't care about them, and that's like the bad thing about these movies, that it's like if you don't get like really good actors, kind of the way that we do now with these past three like brand new ones, and it's like there's good dialogue, there's pretty good kind of story, but it's still weird though, but. They just gotta do better with like carrying a side story, and I just thought that like that was a big thing.
Well, that was the other thing I was gonna say is like I always felt as though like a lot of the scenes are just rushed. Like it's so fast, like and they're just talking. And it's like we're doing this, and then it's like no, and then like out of nowhere somebody would just get mad because there's that one scene that those weird. The guy was like,
water?
He's like, yeah, and he gives him the water, and then he's like, I'm sorry, and I'm like, what? But other than that, like, I also just don't, like, at least with Godzilla, like, we got, like, the one that came out in 14, we got, like, a sense of direction of, like, what was happening, and he was going after the two parasites.
And I thought that was a very good, because I thought that one gave us a good amount of characters that every time they talked, then I was like, okay, what's going to happen with these guys? I know like, Godzilla's, like, doing something over here, but... Just tell me what's gonna happen with these two.
This was just like kind of like a like oh shit, like Godzilla's here for some reason, like
board meeting.
Hurry. But then it was like freeze him, and it's like what, like
I guess
what is he doing here though? Like why is he here? Like what's going on? And then what is that thing out of his tail? I don't know.
Yeah.
All right, so I would not say pick a favorite part, but like pick a part that like kind of like stood out to you. and then give me a rate.
All right. Well, I would say usually it was the last part with those things because I have no idea what those were.
Yeah,
And
that was
you
actually
didn't
a
even
weirdly
know
good
that there was
cliffhanger.
something growing off of his like tail.
Yeah.
That looked like a penis.
It
But
did.
Very phallic.
Bonk.
Yes, bonk. But I would say 6.2.
6.2. Okay.
6.4.
Okay. Okay.
I kind of, you know what, I might go higher, to be honest, because I feel like, well, in my opinion, like, you know, though it was a little bit boring at times, like a lot of the board meetings, it's kind of interesting to see, especially like actual government, you know, well, not actual, but like,
Yeah.
as if government officials, like the way they would handle a type of situation, because this is something like we don't, as civilians, we
Yeah.
never get to see, you know, like them literally making a decision in an instant like that, you
Yeah,
know,
and
and it's
then,
something
like-
you literally don't see. So I think that occasionally was pretty interesting to me. I think I wish it was a little bit more focused, kind of like, well, like our Godzilla movies where like there's that civilian that's like trying to survive, you know, and like really rushing, like, because we in the movie we saw so often like literal cities get evacuated, like tons of them, not just one, but like different cities, and all these people get displaced, and like I think it would have been a little interesting to see a little bit more of that side as well, you know, just to make it a little more diverse, because like all we saw with these meetings and like constant like we got to do this, we got to do that, come on, we got to get the cure, we got to mix this mixture, we got to call
And
France,
then the
we gotta
random
do-
guy that was like,
yeah,
"Wanna
you know?
come me?"
Yeah, exactly.
like,
That was
definitely-
interesting too. I like that part.
Because I think it would have been like pretty cool to see like kind of more boots on the ground type of deal.
Yeah,
of,
yeah, for
like,
sure.
as he's walking through, or like
And we saw,
burning
like,
something up.
We saw tanks shooting and like rockets, you know, blasting and like the things, but like again, like boots on the ground, somebody like first person, and we do see like I think some of the coolest shots in the
Yeah.
whole movie was when Godzilla was walking through, and it was almost like a civilian's like cell phone, just like, and you see this
Yeah,
huge
that was
monster.
cool.
Yeah.
I think though, like if it was like a side storyline that followed somebody like that,
Yeah.
that would have been real interesting. But I feel like it's a solid 7.3 for me. Like again, it would be higher if it was a little more diverse. But that being said, even though it is a little bit, you know, in the mid-size for me, it does inspire me to go back and watch the older ones. This is something I've kind of been thinking about, and I kind of want to pull the trigger on like watching the old ones, because I've heard they're classics. I've heard, you know, especially by film
They are,
buffs,
yeah.
they're like always been
Yeah.
regarded as like, you know what, if you really like movies, like this is just a part of history, you know, and that's something I would want to go and explore because of this movie. So
For sure, yeah.
that's
No,
super
that
cool
is-
to do.
Absolutely.
Favorite part, for me, well, I guess the part that stood out, probably like when they're attacking it, not at the end, but like when they have like a million tanks on the ground, and then like they have like like they're just shooting at it constantly, and I thought that was pretty cool. But I guess rating, like I don't know, I just like I said,
Wait, we're going rating?
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I guess, like I said, like, you know, we've been spoiled recently with
Yeah,
cinema,
really
so this wasn't really a movie that hit very like hard for me. I didn't really care for a lot of the political meetings and stuff like that, so I'm gonna go ahead and give it a flat 6.
Whoa,
Flat
rookie
six.
score. Rookie score.
Okay. Nicholas.
So for me, the part that stood out to me the most, because it was just incredibly egregious, was when his spikes like lit up, and then he was just sniping like
F-16
F-16.
attack.
Yeah, just sniping,
taking out drones.
Yeah.
I love the way they said it, though, again, like where they were like payback time, and it's
Yeah.
just like all of a sudden it's like, oh, man. He's so
Yeah.
OP, dude.
Yeah.
God.
So that's the part
Yeah,
that
he
really
was
stood
really
out to
strong.
me, aside from the fact that he didn't even have arms to start off in the movie. As someone who's seen not all the classics, obviously, but like a good amount of like a handful of them, I will gladly sit down and watch the classics again.
Yeah.
I will never watch this movie again in my life. And I have a rule. I have a rule on my ratings on what I will if I will never watch something again. It is going to be below a 5.
Whoa!
And this is a 4.2 for me. I'm sorry. I just the classics are in the
Stick to your
7s for me.
guns.
The classics are in the 7s for me. Like
Okay.
I don't mind like a lot, and not just like the Godzilla ones, like Frankenstein, Werewolf, in the 7s. Werewolf is in the 8s.
your stance, and I respect that.
Thank you.
I respect that.
And don't get me wrong, I have lower than this though. I have movies in the 2s. They're like horror movies I've seen on
Grown-ups?
Netflix.
Okay.
Grown-ups for me was
We
like...
should have had it for grown-ups.
I've seen it once. I'll never watch Grown-ups again.
like
And I gave it like a
Grown-ups
3.8 or something
Like
like that.
Grown-ups too.
There's a sequel for a reason,
There's
everybody.
a sequel for a reason. That's all I know.
The Avengers of Comedy.
Yes. Yes.
Johnny, go.
Goddamn. All right, so I thought this one was good, and I thought it was cool that they like did it in a classic way, cause it definitely did the same thing for me of like, all right, I kind of want to go back to like those ones from like the 70s and check those out again, cause I've seen a few, because I definitely haven't seen a bunch, because up to Godzilla versus Kong, that's over like 30 something like films for this character, for Godzilla. So just if there's a person out there that's like been through all these movies, come on the show.
Yeah.
Talk to us about this one.
Yeah.
Cause
Like how does that kind of stand up to those ones?
But I thought it was cool that it was like a classic Godzilla in like the 2016 vibe. I'm gonna go with a rate though of 7-1.
Oh,
7-1.
7.
Yeah, I know. Just because it like got me in the mood for like even more
like
Godzilla
kind of
movies.
oldie,
like
monster
classic
movies.
Godzilla movies, you know?
I could see that.
Yeah.
Halloween's coming up, you know.
Ooh,
Oh,
good
you know
time.
what that means? Monster movie time. But
Ooh.
anyways,
Battle Bachelor.
all right. So that was pretty much it for our homework this week. We watched Batman Ninja and Shin Godzilla. We're gonna unveil our next homework, Dom's homework, technically, at the end of our podcast. But we'll talk about that when we get to it. Next, we're gonna go ahead and dive into the stuff we've been watching, the stuff we've been keeping up with. We'll be a little bit quick with this because we want to actually jump into yay or nay this time.
Yeah.
Since last week we were real busy, a lot to talk about.
We can be quick
But,
because Bad Batch is 28 minutes.
Exactly,
Yeah.
and that's
because Bad
big
Batch was
burner.
quick, so we can be
So
quick too.
since we're on the topic, we're gonna jump right into Bad Batch. And again, if you have not seen it at all, man, you're really missing out. It's already completely out now. And we also will be diving into our ratings since the first season has been completed, so we can talk about a rating in this tense. But we're gonna dive right into spoilers because this is a finale episode, so we literally can't avoid spoilers. So we're gonna dive right in. And if you haven't seen it, go watch it and come back in. But this is your final spoiler warning right here. So Bad Batch, dude, it was. I'll be honest with you, almost in a weird way, a whole lot of, like it was just, I don't know if you guys agree with me.
A lot of filler.
And I mean, we saw.
Yeah. It
you
felt
know,
like a filler.
I
It really
feel
did,
like
right?
it-
Like,
well, yeah, especially this last episode, we like a 2-part finale thing. It looks great on paper,
Looks great on paper.
but what do we get really?
Yeah.
it kind of like in a weird way. I was hoping. Well, I guess because we've been getting so spoiled with Marvel stuff, but I was really hoping of like maybe a series or a franchise, like maybe big moment in the franchise
Yeah.
like we've been seeing. It's been a long time.
Like just to leave their stamp at least.
Exactly, and that's what's been happening with Marvel shows. Like how can we not expect that? But this one, compared to that stuff, really felt kind of flat for me.
Like, just give us like a memorable ending, I guess. Like, just something to take away and hold on to.
The
for
Like,
only
it
thing I
literally-
took away was that Kamino's destroyed.
Yeah, that's it.
That's what I was about to say.
That
Like,
Omega
Kamino
was
got
like
like-
somehow older.
we
than
get
Oh,
um,
yeah.
Well,
we
yeah,
get two
that
things.
that part I was like, whoa, like I didn't.
like
That was
we
kind
get
of lit.
Omega.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
get
that was cool.
Wait, what did you say is lit? Is that
That
Omega's-
Omega's older.
Oh yeah. Well, that we get more of Omega, and then we just get Kamino just gets destroyed. Other than that, there's really not big points of the show.
I almost feel as though like they
like,
probably had something lined up,
big-
and then when they went for a second season, they're like, "Fuck, like let's just
Scrap
scrap
it.
this, like make an ending." Then again, like I said before, like I am just like a spoiled bitch, and after seeing Clone Wars season 7, I put the bar way too high for that
Rebels.
because I was like, "Yo, Clone Wars season 7 season finale, series finale, like masterpiece," and I almost put the bar at the same height. That was a mistake. Shouldn't have done that. So, I guess I don't even know.
That's where I fucked up too. Then
Same.
Well, because then we like.
Clone Wars, dude.
I mean, like look at the endings we got for Star Wars recently, like Clone Wars, and then Luke coming out and Mandalorian, and it's like I just put the bar so high that. But at the same time, this felt like there's supposed to be another episode next week.
Yeah.
Like I was,
Yeah,
so I
no.
was
At least
like,
like
okay,
an-
like
I don't know. They
longer.
like kind of did it to themselves, of like giving us all this hype, and then giving it, and then it's like nothing.
Well, but
That's true.
also like,
But I don't know.
I'm like trying to think of the season as a whole. Like, what did this season really accomplish?
What did it add to the franchise?
Yeah.
What did it add to
What-
Star Wars?
what did it
that's
accomplish?
the bottom line.
I have a couple points for what it added.
What were you gonna say, Dom?
So
Real
go for
quick.
it.
No, yeah.
I was just gonna say at the same time though, like, I think not that they did it to themselves. I think we did it to ourselves because they didn't say that like
Everybody
anything
got
about the Bad
overhyped.
Batch was gonna be like
A big deal.
a big deal. They just said that you're gonna find out what the Bad Batch did after, and I guess maybe that's partially also on us thinking, hey, maybe we just thought it was gonna be like Clone Wars season 7 or Mandalorian, and it wasn't. So far, there is a season 2, so I think with that being said, they're gonna do
Spoilers.
something. Yeah. Well,
Good joke.
so yeah, but
Oh, but the only points that this added was one.
Camino?
It showed us like the destruction of Camino 1,
Clones
the
being-
transfer
yeah.
of like clones to like essentially slaves, soldiers that they like.
Stormtroopers,
Yeah, stormtroopers. And then it partially fills a gap with the cloning of either Snoke or Palpatine or one of the other. Like it gives you this like this could be connected, and then
Oh,
it
yeah,
gives
with
you
the
the
girl.
mystery of Omega. But the bad thing is it gives you the mystery of Omega for such a long time to not touch it again.
To like not even like sniff it.
To not the only time it sniffed it was when Omega was like, "Oh, by the way, I was here for your creation. Like
Yeah.
I'm older than
Yeah.
you guys," and you're like,
Whoa.
"That's kind of
That's-
crazy."
but the other thing too is
I
that
actually thought that was cool though. It's like, wow, I really would have.
But, like,
loved to know
Tick-
that earlier.
Tick knows,
Like-
like, why doesn't he say anything? Because Tick was like, Omega's older than us, like, and I'm like, well, say something, like, why do you? Because he also knew that she was a part of the Bad Batch too, because he just randomly says it. We're like, she's like the fifth like guy, and I'm like, what? I guess they also had some weird like reparations with Crosshair.
Yeah.
You know, it looks like he's about to just off Hunter, and then he saves Omega and all that. So it's.
And the droid.
I don't know.
Mm.
I think what
Very
they're
true.
I think
Very
what they're gonna do next. I think they're gonna try and
Easy
build
15.
Omega's character because
I think they have to because if I'll be honest, if season 2 is just more of the Bad Batch trying to fight against Crosshairs, I'm gonna get bored real quick.
I don't think they
dude.
and
are.
more
Like,
world building
Exactly.
of like the
of Hera and
Hera
her
and
family.
them, I'm
and,
like,
I know.
or,
I
like,
saw enough
Not
of
that they
Hera
were
and I don't
terrible,
need
but
that.
it was just
I
too
don't need
much, you know, like
Yeah.
or like the other stuff that we saw, like the
Yeah.
other fillers and.
and I think that's the thing is I think they're when they had a season 2 announcement and they were gonna go for more seasons. I think it was like, all right, don't give everything yet. Like we gotta build Omega because we're probably gonna see her in the future somewhere. We're probably gonna see her like I don't know in her own gear maybe or
Hopefully.
does she even
Ooh.
grow? Like I feel as
I
though
think she grows at a normal human rate. She
Yeah,
grows at
she
like a
grows at
human
a
normal-
rate.
She just stays
okay.
a kid
That's why
forever.
she's older
That's-
than the.
yeah.
the
Bad Batch.
That's what I
Yeah.
figured too. Is that like the only reason because I'm sure they were enhanced to be ready to fight quick, but like I don't know. It'd be cool to maybe see her like
She's actually 40.
maybe she comes out in the Mandalorian. I don't know. I have no
They
idea.
honeypotted us.
But I think we can all kind of give our rates then, right?
Yeah.
For the
Kick
season.
it off.
For the season 1 of Bad Batch, I guess I had really high expectations. Maybe that's why I was kind of let down. But looking at the whole season, 7.0. No, bonk.
That's-
6.9.
Oh, two
Two
bonks today.
bonks.
Oh, you guys got chill.
2 bonks.
You know, I feel like looking at the season as a whole, especially that phenomenal like first episode
Oh,
was
I
so good.
Yeah, I know.
Like it's not just because it was a disappointing ending doesn't scrap the whole show for me.
Yeah, same.
It does, it does give a sort of bittersweet taste in my mouth because like it was such a solid show, like starting off, and then it kind of got to filler, and then towards the end it got real weak. Not terribly weak, but mind you, the ending was just kind of
Right.
real funneling into like, you guys want more? All right, like come on, now I got you,
Yeah.
and it was just like, all right, come on, dude, like at least give us
I'm
something
already gonna
bigger.
come back for season 2.
Exactly,
Come on,
like give us something a little
give
bit
me something.
bigger. But you know what? That being said, like I said, the beginning of the season was real solid. For me, I think it was real good. I would give it a solid 7-9. I think again, being something different than the Skywalker saga, something a little different. Leading along the lines of more Mandalorian kind of realm of the like side stories stuff. Pretty solid. Just disappointing ending. That's
Yes.
all it really was to me. To be honest.
Like Clone Wars season 7 was like an easy 9 point something, but
But this was feeling more like a season 2 of
Yeah.
the freaking Clone Wars.
yeah, and I agree with that, but I was actually one that didn't mind Clone Wars though. Like I actually liked thoroughly watching it because I mean the Clone Wars is so massive. So I guess like the beginning, especially in the beginning when Order 66 happens, it's so good. So I'm gonna go ahead and give this. I'm gonna give it a solid flat 8 actually. I'm gonna give it a flat 8 because I feel as though, like I said,
think you're better than me. Just 1 point above me.
I was when you said 7.9, I was like, fuck, I'm gonna go 8. But I'm gonna give it an 8 because like I said, it had a good beginning. I think the Bad Batch is really cool diving into it, and now that I still think it's better than the sequels. So we'll see what happens next. I have no idea what they're gonna do, but I feel as though my score could get affected later on depending on what they
season
do.
2 and stuff.
Yeah, because this is still first season.
Exactly.
For me, yeah, I'm gonna be fair because I hyped this up so much, and it's my fault because I was like I was texting you guys like, what if they do a mission to save Grogu? Like they're the ones that save Grogu. Force sensitive. I still have Diamond Hands on that, by the way. I still think she's Force sensitive. Season 2.
Paper hands.
Nope, Diamond Hands for me. But my score, I'm being fair. I don't think it was bad by any means. I just feel like they Game of Thrones us a little bit, where the beginning was just so strong, and then the end just felt rushed and fluff. Yeah, if I ever see Sid again, I'll be maniacally upset.
She does not.
I really hope they don't think we all like Sid.
She's gonna come back.
But I'm gonna give. But I love the characters. Each one of the characters is unbelievable. So for that reason, I'm gonna give it a 7.2.
Okay. Alright, so the thing for me is that I thought the characters carried this whole thing because there was not too much of good kind of story going on here. Because, like, out of 16 episodes, I probably cared about, like, 4 or 5 of, like, these episodes. And it's like, if I'm doing that, and it's because I guess that, like, they gotta build up certain things, gotta do all their, like, different kind of world building fillers. I get that, but we could do a little better job. Just give me a little more. That's all I'm saying. Just give me a little more. So with that being said, I'm gonna go with a 6.5.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
6.5.
Pretty low.
Yeah.
Would you give Shin Godzilla, by the way? I didn't remember.
I don't know.
Oh wow.
What, like 7 something?
Okay.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay, I was a little confused there.
All right, cool. But that's going to be pretty much it for our Bad Batch bit. Again, this is the complete season now at this point. So I guess we're pretty much looking forward to the second season, see what's going to happen now, and the other projects that are going to come out, like Obi-Wan and everything else, you know? So it's really exciting. But next, we're going to dive into the What If series, the new Marvel What If series, starting with episode 1. Again, it's no spoilers, but we've seen, there are trailers out that basically show Captain Carter. We've all kind of already seen that. This is our episode 1. But let's go ahead and do a tiny bit, just one little bit of spoiler free, and then we'll dive in since it's literally brand new, and this is the very first episode as well.
True.
So having said that, everybody has seen the first episode. What did you guys feel about it?
Oh, I thought it was good. I thought it was good.
really liked it.
I liked
it a lot.
How did you? That's what I was about to ask. How did you feel? Oh, well, go on.
No, I was just gonna say no, go for it.
How do you guys feel about the animation style?
I like it too.
That's good.
So I actually thought I wasn't gonna like it.
I feel like
For some reason I didn't think I was gonna like it, but I liked it with all the action scenes. I even liked most of the dialogue things and the environment. That was good, man, and I like how it really looks like it's taken out of like a comic book.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the main point.
I really liked it.
John?
Okay, so I'm kind of
anime?
in between about the animation style because at first I didn't really like it, and then by the end I was kind of coming around. Because I thought it was really good for the fights. I thought it was great for the fights, but like every time that there was people talking, I kind of felt like as if it was like a Telltale like type of game.
That's one thing.
It was like, all right, so I get to choose like the thing they say now.
That's one thing I want to mention real quick too. Like it felt like there were certain characters. I'm not gonna say it due to spoilers, but like there were definitely certain characters that like they really tried to make it look like the movie, and there were other ones that were like not even close.
Yeah.
They were like big. It was a big character in my opinion that like I saw that I was like, man, it just doesn't look like this person, But the whole point, it wasn't trying to like super look like the person. It was trying to look like a comic book.
Yeah.
That was the main line, and that's something I reminded myself. And by the end, I was like, okay, you know what? It was pretty solid. It was pretty cool. But other than that, all right, so let's go ahead and dive into spoilers at this point. If you have not seen the What If episode, go ahead and watch it. It's not really even all that long. It was, like 25 minute runtime,
like
pretty
25
basic
minutes, yeah.
episode runtime. So if you haven't seen it, go check it out. It's a nice little twist on the Marvel that we're used to, for sure. But, all right, so now this is your spoiler warning. Let's get into it. So, starting off, essentially, let's all be honest, it was literally just Peggy Carter and Steve Rogers.
Just flippity flip.
Literally, that's literally just a swap. That's
With
literally
with
all
a
it
little
was.
twist to it.
Just tiny twists here and there, but at the end of the day, Peggy still saved Bucky. We did see. I think some of the biggest twists were we did see a lot more of Stark Senior into the action.
Yeah,
and
which
stuff.
was kind of cool.
You see
We see
Iron
him
Man.
exactly,
The
and we
first
do
original,
see the
yeah.
first Iron Man. In this
Iron
universe.
America.
With
Iron Man.
Steve Rogers controlling it, which was actually really cool.
It
I
was,
think
yeah.
very
I thought
probably
it was
one of the
cool.
coolest parts of the episode, to be honest. Like, besides, we do see a lot more of the chemistry between Captain Carter and Steve Rogers that we do see going. What was your point, Nick, that you were going to argue about?
About the muscles?
Oh no, it wasn't my argument. It was a counter argument.
Well, explain it for us. Let's
where
see what
people were saying that Peggy was never really that into Steve until he got the muscles, and I say that's Cap, and this show confirms that that's
confirms
Cap,
that it was Cap. Yep.
because all that woman wanted to do was just pick up her little mans
Yeah,
and
and just
put him on her lap and just
take him
like
for a ride.
just give him head
Just-
pats and
just
like
take
be
him
like
for a
you're a good
spin.
boy.
People thought that she loved him for his muscles, but she loved the real muscle that counted.
His
heart.
heart.
You pod daddy, you son of a bitch.
Pod Daddy's
But-
done it again.
But
God
overall,
damn.
it was a pretty solid watch. Like I really liked that whole Iron Man thing. Like that was a real
was
nice
cool.
twist over everything. I really didn't expect that at all, and we didn't see
Yeah.
it in any of the trailers.
Mhm.
I thought it was super cool. I thought a lot of the stuff with Red Skull was really cool too. Like he was
That
a real
was.
asshole. But Red Skull and Winter Soldier, Bucky. They were both of the characters, in my opinion, that they didn't look even remotely close to.
Yeah,
Bucky
no.
did
real
not,
life
yeah.
at all.
At first,
like really didn't.
Because the first time that I think we saw Bucky,
He just looked like a dude.
I was
all
like-
right.
is that just a
Bucky.
dude or is that supposed to be Bucky?
Yeah.
But and then in that scene too, they literally swapped places. Like instead of Rogers saving Bucky, she did. And that's
Yeah.
it was almost the same way.
And then
we
she
see
was
the
like, "You
mustache
almost
dude
tore
and
my
everything.
arm off."
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It was a pretty cool first episode in my opinion.
yeah.
Yeah.
Really excited for the rest.
And
Overall,
also, Captain Carter
last-
was just a badass
last-
throughout this entire
Mhm.
thing.
I was about to ask.
She
Last
was
question.
Great. She was great.
Last question before we end this, because we gotta get into yay or nay for sure.
Mhm.
But who was your favorite in this episode? Who did you like the most?
Oh, for sure, Captain Carter. Big, strong goal.
Oh, big strong girl, Captain
Captain
Carter.
Carter.
Hell yeah, dude. She was beating ass the whole
You
like
go Captain
friggin'
Carter also.
episode. Clapping cheeks. Wait, what?
Yeah. You going Captain Carter
Yeah.
also?
Oh yeah. That was
I think I might go with what's his name? Stark Senior. I think he was a big change in this time around.
Yeah, I feel like he was a sleeper pick.
Yeah.
And then especially like he came out of nowhere with like literally Peggy's like whole uniform and her shield. Like you just
Lit.
like bang, here you
Yeah,
go.
at the
Check it
bar,
out, I
just
made
like
this. It was pretty sick. So
was cool.
smooth. So I liked him. I think he was underrated, but I think he was pretty solid.
I was gonna say if it's not Carter, it's definitely Stark because I thought he was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I like that like he clearly sees the chemistry that she has with Steve, and he's just kind of like playing along with it. Like no, go for it. Like just pretend I'm not here. And I thought the ending was really like sad because in
Yeah.
Avengers,
Little swap.
where he sees Nick Fury and now it's swapped with Carter.
I thought that was really clever how they did that.
Yeah.
In a weird way, I'll be honest. Like I felt like
They just made that make sense,
not. I guess because like we're so used to Steve Rogers, I found myself relating to him more. Like in that whole scene, and I felt the emotion more of like,
Yes.
he's literally not gonna see her. Like that's
Yeah.
it.
Mhm.
And I feel it like so much more. Like I don't know. It was wild.
Yeah.
it was.
that was it. That was just probably Stark and Carter, and then I love that ending scene where she comes back. She's all like sad and shit, and I'm like, Steve did the same exact thing, and it's just cool to see. It's cool to see how like things like these
Swapped.
what if things. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna go with Peggy, but with the sleeper pick really being Stark Senior because I really enjoyed him
He was
throughout
pretty
it.
Yeah.
He had like I don't know. I felt like that parallel where he's like watching was also like the Drax, like a Drax kind of thing too. But yeah, no,
Ruined
Peggy.
so
She
many
was
moments.
lit.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, she was awesome. So
And surprisingly enough, nobody said it but Steve Rogers was solid. You know, I think everybody loved. You know, everybody already loves him. You know,
and
so
I like
much,
that
and
it's
this
the
twist on him
actors
was
too.
exactly.
Yeah.
So it was really cool to see.
Wait, is that one
this
actually
version.
Chris Evans?
I don't
It
think
wasn't.
that one is.
No, just
but
him.
like but a lot
Everybody
of the
else
others
was,
were.
but just him wasn't.
Like I know Marco Dano is still Stark, and then
Sebastian Stan was obviously
and then
Bucky.
I don't forget Carter's name. Haley Atwell.
Yeah, wow.
But all right, so that was going to be pretty much it for our. Oh,
You skipped him?
no, he gave. He was also the same with.
Yeah,
okay.
I was on the same boat with Captain Carter.
Yeah. But all right, so that was going to be it for our what if little bit. So we're going to now jump into our yay or nay. We're going to move kind of fast because we have a whole lot to talk about. So we'll go ahead and rapid fire this straight through. Starting off, 2 bits and pieces of news with Idris Elba.
Idris.
He has been confirmed as Knuckles. He will be in the Sonic the Hedgehog 2 movie. He has been confirmed to be the voice of Knuckles. So I'm going to kick it off. Solid, yay. After seeing him in Suicide Squad, I'm excited to see more of him. You know? It's going to be wild. The Knuckles of all people, wild pick, but you know what?
I know.
Oh, yeah, the grunt party.
Yeah, I know.
Wait, let's all do our best like grunt birthday party all together. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
That one might have been better than our Quiet Place yay.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Almost.
All right.
Yeah, that's very good. Dude, I'm gonna go with a yay, but it's just like I can't picture like a tiny guy that's freaking Knuckles.
I think it's gonna be hilarious.
But it's gonna be
Might work.
this thick, like British accent, deep voice, like very seducing. That's the word.
Whoa.
Yeah, very
Seductive?
seducing.
Seductive?
Bonk.
Seductive.
Bonk.
Yeah, hey, bonk me for fucking Idris. You can do that. That's
solid
fine.
name.
But yeah,
Oh, yay for me. I mean, cool ass character, cool ass actor.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say yay, but it's just I do want to go back and listen to some like Knuckle audio files
it's
because
gonna be totally different.
exactly, and that's why I'm like, well, Idris Elba is known for that accent, and I'm like, I want to go back and see how he sounds because I love the way Sonic sounded in Sonic. So, and even the girl that did Tails was really good. I hope it fits. I'm sure it will, but I'm gonna give it a yay for Idris. But I am gonna go back and see like if I can try and compare it. Because this, I don't know, I feel as though this could also backfire at the same time.
I think it's gonna be weird, but I think it's gonna be fun
I think
at the same time.
I think it probably might work. We'll see. But piggybacking off of that, next we have a little bit more news about Bloodsport, also played by Idris Elba. We're going to continue on. So there was a quote that Idris Elba is indeed, in fact, interested in playing more Bloodsport. Not just for the character, but he's actually curious about looking more into the, like his story, what else can be evolved from this character of Bloodsport. So what do you think about that?
I'll give it a yay, but I hope they focus more or less why he made it to prison, because that storyline of how he put Superman in the hospital.
Everybody's kind of been buzzing about it.
It's cool. I mean, like, I'm not for any DC movies right now because they go nowhere, but that's a cool storyline, and I guess I would like to see more of that.
Same retweet of Dom. I want that storyline. Give it to me now.
Exactly.
Yes,
John?
I'm very down for that.
Same thing.
And if they could put in a couple other characters, like maybe a little Deadshot, like maybe a little King Shark again.
But not too much. Like tiny little
but not too
spice
much.
sprinkles.
Focus on
Bloodsport.
our boy. Yeah. No. So yeah.
I think that would be cool too, because he's literally at this point a version of Slade Wilson. He's literally Deathstroke. So it's kind of nice to see this sort of take on Bloodsport, and I would definitely want to see that Superman get shot with a kryptonite bullet. Like how sick is that? Like, come on, Henry Cavill just getting on. Like come on.
No, yeah, but I'm honestly like a retweet of Dom too. I would love to see that storyline play out, but yeah, I'm in.
Awesome. So all right, next piece of news. It's going to be involving South Park deal that has been reached. So supposedly with HBO Max, right? That's they have reached a deal with the creators of South Park. What are their names?
Trace Down and Matt
Parker,
Yeah.
right? So
big money.
This deal involves 6 whole new seasons of South Park. And not only 6 new seasons, but 14 films. This hasn't been announced whether or not they're going to be, like theatrical releases, or if they're just going to be just pulled straight onto HBO Max, which is most likely. But that being said, what do y'all think about it?
You know what? I'm gonna go meh, because South Park has been going on for a really long time. I can't imagine like only the OG hardcore fans are probably the only ones keeping up with it.
Yeah.
Because like it's such a wild, and I do think a lot of their better stuff came from the beginning. But 14 films is a lot, and I get it. Like they make episodes in like a day. Like that's how like easy it is. But I guess it's just kind of like a thing where I'm like, I'm just really not that interested anymore. Like, I'd rather just kind of like, go back to the old stuff. So I'm gonna give it a meh.
I'm gonna give it a meh too. Just like every once in a while, I see a clip on them making fun of like some part of like the world that just does some like egregious thing. So like, bring me like the Andrew Cuomo, like making fun of Andrew Cuomo, like please.
Yeah.
And then that's really it. I don't care. It's it's too much. I don't keep up with it as much. But I'll take the clip. So meh.
Yeah, no.
I'm gonna give it a nay because it's literally gonna run into the Simpson effect. It's already running on that same exact track where Simpsons kind of really dulled down for pretty much everyone. Where it's kind of you run out of so many ideas, and at this point, like they're just piggybacking off of everyday events or national news, and then that gets real old real fast. And if it's just gonna be 6 seasons of that, I'm so out, dude. Like there's no way. So just no.
Yeah, that's actually a really good point. That's why I think I'm at a nay for that as well. Unless if you're harder with this, I think you love it, but yeah, nay, because I think you just can run out of stuff.
I think so too. Yeah, no, because it's like 6 more seasons. 14 more films? What are they even going to make for 14 more films?
Yep.
Yeah. That's so wild, but hey, these two guys are getting the bag right now, so good for them.
Good for them.
But I'm going to go with the nay.
Exactly. Alrighty, so next we're going to go ahead and talk about how, the CW Powerpuff Girl was apparently still in production, the series. Apparently we had no clue, but they were still working through things after the flop of a pilot episode, supposedly. That still hasn't been released, but it's supposedly flopped. But now there's news that the person, her name is Chloe Bennett, the actress who will be playing or was set to play Blossom, she dipped. She's out. She's no longer involved with the project. So what do you guys think about that?
I would love to start off this one with a big old nay, because I don't know why they keep giving the show so many chances. So nay.
I'm gonna go in same thing. Nay. This is even more bad news for the show. So that just means just take it down, dude. Just either restart from fresh completely or just don't even think about it. You know, this isn't it's already on a bad track. So.
Or like, put this one away and then try to do like a big movie or something.
Or a film. Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a nay. I guess yay for stepping down. I don't know, but like
a big yay for her.
Nay for this, because like honestly, I totally forgot about that this was even in production, and when I heard about the news, I was like, dude, what? Like, I totally forgot about this CW like thing. So it's a nay for me.
Yeah, nay for me. The CW has been notorious for putting out just hot garbage lately, and with some of the ideas I heard that they were doing for this and some of the things that the fandom was like so excited for, I was like, this is gonna flop so hard. And if you ruin my boy Mojo Jojo, I'll never forgive you. So give me more cartoons.
Big old monkey brain.
I don't want your stupid CW show. More cartoons, please.
I'm gonna go with a nay, because this was gonna be terrible from the jump, because they couldn't even get a pilot going, and this girl bounced, and she was going to be a co-lead pretty much. So call it quits, try to do a movie or something, because this just ain't working. But if the pilot does come through, the boys gotta watch it.
Yeah, we have to watch it.
That's true. We already do have to watch it.
We did say that. We do gotta watch it.
All right.
Stick to our guns.
Exactly. So, all right. But next, we're going to go ahead and talk about the Avatar cast has already been announced. And not Avatar the Blue People, but Avatar the Wind and Rock and whatever, Fire.
The
water
cool Avatar.
Exactly. The actual interesting... Nah, just kidding. Not the other one's interesting. But all right. So, but they've been cast. So, as Aang, it will be played by a young man named Gordon Cormier. And then Katara will be played by Kai Wan-tio. I'm sorry, I'm probably gonna I'm just gonna butcher these names, but Sokka is gonna be played by a man named Ian Ousley, and last but not least, Dallas Liu will be playing Zuko.
I feel like
These are all majority of these people are fit the roles. They look like they could fit like these characters. So I'm gonna kick it off. Just a soft kind of yay. It's interesting because I'd like to see more Avatar stuff, especially since, what's his name?
Because it was done so badly.
What's his name?
Aang?
No. The guy, Shyamalan. M. Night Shyamalan just butchered the movie for them originally, so I'm kind of glad to see a little bit more, maybe some justice being served, this time around.
That'd be lit.
But solid yay.
I'm going to give it a meh, because I feel as though things like this sometimes are just very hard to bring to life. I feel the exact same way with the Powerpuff Girls thing. I feel as though it's made for a cartoon. And I don't know. I feel as though if this flops again, this will never be brought to theaters or like live action ever again. I have confidence in Netflix though, but I'm gonna go and give it a May because I don't know how I feel about it.
Okay. I don't have confidence in Netflix unless it's Stranger Things or Peaky Blinders.
I feel the same way.
But
Or The Witcher.
Because
Oh,
especially
okay,
they
that's good
lost
too.
the actual creators of the show.
yeah.
Because of
that's
creative
right. I
differences.
forgot about that.
So that's
yeah.
why I'm
also
an
nay
Okay.
because
An
anime live action things just don't work. And
Yeah,
it's
they really
just- Dragon
don't.
Ball Z didn't work.
And
like
this
the
is
original one didn't
very
work.
Erased didn't work
in
at
that
all.
same ballpark.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
Because like this is very in that like
That
same kind
realm.
of like ballpark. So yeah, no, this isn't gonna work.
But alrighty, so Venom 2. No, oh, we're gonna get into our next bit. Venom 2 has officially been delayed. It was originally supposed to come out in the month of September, around the middle of September, I would say more or less. But now it has officially been delayed to October the 15th.
15, just a little bit less than a month.
So it's about a month delay. Not too bad. Nothing too bad. I'm gonna give it a yay because I feel like this delay is only for small details, and we pay attention to details. You know, that's the beauty's in the details. So
And I will also piggyback off that and give it a yay, specifically because Shang-Chi, I think, will take a lot of the attention in September.
Right.
Yeah.
Second, this looks kind of like a little scary
is a money
movie.
move.
This is coming out October 15th, and I think there's a lot of movies that have missed their mark. Like Ghostbusters not coming out in October is a mistake. I'm glad we have something like this coming out. Good Halloween time vibe. I'll take it as a yay.
I totally agree with that too. I'm also at EA also.
Yay, if I catch one minor mistake, though, I am going to destroy them.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah.
Alright,
no.
so next, there's news that My Hero is going live action.
Skip it.
Full live action. You guys want to skip it, or we can give it all a
Nay
solid
across the board.
Nay, solid nay. So
If you
Alright,
do my
it's
boy
going
Deku
live.
dirty, I'll never forgive
I
you.
will quickly just do a quick overview. They have the director that's butchered numerous amount of live action
Countless.
adaptations for animes, and that's it. So it's gonna be an A. It's gonna make the franchise look bad. That's
This
all.
guy's got so many bodies of like the shows that he's just butchered trying to bring to life.
Left in the water.
Just
Yeah.
last in a water.
Don't
Just tough.
want to hear it.
tough
And I
one.
love My Hero.
Yeah.
I
But-
don't have anything on this.
Plus, I don't think they're gonna do a big old budget either. So yeah.
But let's go ahead and skip a little bit ahead because we're running real short on time. So next we're going to talk about Shang-Chi. It's going to be in theaters exclusively. So Disney has learned from their mistakes clearly with Scarlett Johansson, and they're going to justify themselves by sticking to the contract in which, you know, they will keep the film in theaters as it should have been, just like Black Widow. But you know, again, things change. So I'm gonna kick it off. Yay! You know, like I'm glad that they're sticking to the way that their contracts are going and the way it should have been, and I think it's gonna bring even more people to the theaters. You know, like and enjoy it in the theaters like it's meant to be shown. So solid yay.
Yeah. I absolutely
Yeah.
agree.
Big yay.
Everybody's yay is
Yep,
awesome.
everybody's a yay on
So
that one.
next
Gotta
we're
check
gonna
Mickey though.
last thing
Little
on the yay or nay is gonna be No Way Home is rumored to finally have a trailer, not for everybody, only to be screened at CinemaCon. So we're not gonna get any piece of this at all. Well, it might be leaked.
Yo,
Yeah,
It might
thanks
be-
for the guy
and
that
I have a
leaks it.
weird feeling it
Yeah.
most likely will be leaked. I'm sure they're gonna try at all costs because literally everybody is on the edge trying to get any
know
piece
what?
of anything from this.
And that
So-
reminds me, I think they're gonna do like a Jimmy Fallon type scenario where there's no phones or anything allowed in those things. So
But somebody's gonna
somebody will try for sure, but I wouldn't
Someone's
doubt.
gonna put a phone up their ass.
Yeah, I mean, like I
There's
can
a
see
wallet.
it.
There's a wallet. Just
but
gonna just
I-
slide it up there.
I'm gonna
pick
go
it
ahead
up.
and give this kind of like a nay for like not being able to give us anything, but kind of like a yay for like I feel as though it's got to be big for them to be like nobody's getting anything.
Oh.
And I have no idea.
I want to say nay because dude, it's just gonna be leaked. Like, just
and,
release
and,
it. Just
and
release
I'm on that
it.
same
like,
vibe because I don't want to see a shitty version of it.
And that's how I'm
Yeah.
gonna see it.
So,
Like, I'll be
nay.
honest, I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
no,
avoid
and
it. Like,
it's-
I'm gonna see it. Like,
Oh yeah,
so,
1000%,
come on.
dude.
What if it doesn't get leaked though?
then I will be happy. I will be very happy. But
I would
we'll
be
see.
too.
No,
but I would be.
I would
like,
be
we'll see.
pissed because they told us that it's like gonna be on a big like type of thing that's gonna be shown, and they told us it's like, hey, just so you guys know, it's being played, but you guys can't see it.
Maybe they're waiting for Shang-Chi.
Maybe.
Okay.
You
I
never
heard
know.
that rumor too.
Yeah.
Was that a yay?
Yeah, I guess. I'm just angry at this point.
You just want your Spider-Man.
my
I was trying to
All right, so that's going to be it for our year and nay. Let's go ahead and quick fire same thing through our gaming news. So, jumping right into the gaming news. The biggest one lately that we didn't get to talk about last week because it was kind of the main event, but we missed it because we had a lot to talk about. But Activision is under some huge fire under sexual harassment lawsuits, not just from people themselves, but from the state of California. They've been under all sorts of. It's just a huge fiasco. There's even been talks of that there was this presidential suite in which women were taken advantage of. Something horrible that we hate to hear and even hate. I really don't. I don't love to talk about it, obviously.
And it wasn't just them. It was all of the Call of Duty community that's constantly getting fucked by them too. So.
Exactly. And so I want to say nay because, yes, don't get me wrong. Gaming is, proven it's more a male activity. Statistically, men play more video games than women do. That's just stats. I'm not trying to be mean.
Shout out to gamer girls, though.
That's just exactly. And shout out to gamer girls like Bree. But anyways, you hate to see it. This is, we need to be equal to everybody, dude, regardless of the industry, regardless of who it is, where it is. Nobody deserves to be treated that way whatsoever. Just a bad look, and the fact that Blizzard, they're not taking care of, Blizzard Activision isn't taking care of Warzone or any of the other games, and it just goes to show they're just not even taking care of their employees. This company needs to fix themselves, not just on their gaming side, but on their personnel side. This is disgusting and
well, this is actual do real world. Us getting hacked in Warzones, I guess not that big of a deal, but this is actually law.
This is something that can affect somebody's life entirely.
Carry this first,
come on.
Clean up house, Activision.
But also maybe just burn to the ground for a little bit. Thank you.
Yeah. Also, was the presidential suite Andrew Cuomo's office?
Maybe. Could have been. Yeah, could have been.
We get assassinated tonight.
But
moving on.
But real gross. We hate to see it, and we don't want to see anymore. Fix it.
Yes, fix it. Be better.
Seriously.
And next segue into
Halo.
Yeah.
Exactly, Halo Infinite.
Thick boy.
So the download size has leaked online, and it is in fact a very thick boy.
Ooh,
it is 97.24 gigabytes.
And I guess have a problem with it, but you know what? They have a lot of stuff containing in it, so I think that's okay. However, I also was not surprised after a while when I realized that Halo 5 is 95 gigabytes.
Yep.
So I guess this
isn't
too far off.
When you think about it.
Not too
and
far
at the end of the day, it's still smaller than Warzone.
Yep.
Yeah, well.
And it probably won't go back and forth between freaking 120.
I am in for that thick boy.
And I'm gonna
Halo
like
meta.
it. It's gonna have a lot of shit in it, and I'm pretty excited for it.
I am too.
Really hope it kills Call of Duty.
All right, and so next Thursday is supposedly when Call of Duty will be having a Warzone event in which they will reveal Vanguard. Supposedly it has already leaked online from certain places.
Right.
I've seen some stuff.
So but officially it's supposed to come out on Thursday. Dude, why
we
at this
do not
point?
care.
Yeah, literally. All of us really don't care at this point, and I think the Call of Duty fandom just
it's
couldn't give less of a
I
shit.
will say the trailers that have come out have been pretty nicely put together. But at the same time, it's there's a lot of mistrust between the community and the whatever they are. So we'll see what
They're
happens.
the DC of gaming.
Great
trailers.
I mean, could it be a good game?
Yeah,
Possibly.
They are the DC of gaming.
Could be.
Nick is right.
To an extent. Call of Duty was good at one point.
And our
So
last
was DC.
exactly.
Oh, that's
DC
true.
was good
And
at
our
one
last little bit of gaming news is Warzone has officially unveiled a new perk, and it gives everybody wall hacks. Essentially, I don't want to get into the details, but from a set amount of distance with your gun, you can see somebody through a wall, completely red, their whole silhouette, and it's essentially a wall hack.
Yep.
Literally, quite literally, and it's a perk in the game, a legitimate perk.
Spin Zone, they stopped wall hacking because it just gave it to everybody.
Spin Zone, everybody gets cheats, and that's how the game is now. That's just the game. How we all have fun getting cheats.
And there is a counter to this. You can get cold-blooded. I know a lot of the guys, they always roll a double loadout, so they're always stacking. So essentially, this is just doesn't make sense. It's just kind of I guess. I mean, you're just gonna give everybody the chance to be kind of OP. So.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just something that they did need to add. Nobody asked for it. Nobody didn't want it. Nobody wanted it. It was just not even in the conversation. They added it anyways. But
just whack.
I guess.
I don't know. This sucks. But everybody just go ahead and play a bunch of Apex. Just play Apex because it's great.
Yeah.
I've been having a great time.
Nicky Merch is on it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. All right.
Yeah,
So
the big boy streamers are playing.
So we're already kind of out of time here. We're gonna, we'll come back around and we'll talk about some of the other stuff that we didn't, talk about this time.
Mm-hmm.
But the last and most important thing we gotta get to, Dom's homework.
Yeah.
What's for homework this week,
Let's see.
Mr. Foja?
Can I get detention?
No, absolutely not.
Do you have a roller?
How do I do extra credit?
Don't watch my stuff, and then I'll give you a good grade. That's how it works.
Oh, okay.
I guess. Have you guys seen Maze Runner?
Yes.
Yes.
You guys have seen Maze Runner? But you haven't. Oh, you haven't seen it? Have you guys seen Maze Runner 2, the second one?
Yes.
You seen it? Okay.
I haven't seen the third one, right?
They have three. They have three.
Yeah.
Okay, well that was
yeah,
just
I've
like
seen
my
three.
backup. Like I was gonna. Okay, so we're gonna watch Pirates of the Caribbean since you two haven't seen it.
Ooh, I haven't seen Pirates of the Caribbean.
I haven't seen them forever. The first one?
First one, yeah, only the first one. I'm
okay.
not gonna make you guys watch the second one.
I'm cool with rewatching
actually
because I haven't seen it
actually
since I was a
never seen
kid. So like as a kid you don't really
Okay.
super get it.
No, yeah, the
But,
first
like,
one's really good.
That's a
So,
rewatch.
Excited.
Curse of the Black Pearl, only that one.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Disney
that's it.
Plus.
Cool. All right. So you heard it here first.
I've never seen
Our
it,
homework
so
for
I'm
next
tired.
week is going to be Pirates of the Caribbean, the first one, starring Johnny Depp as the main lead with Orlando Bloom and some other
Justice
people.
for Johnny.
How
Yeah,
many
Johnny
are
Depp.
there?
Justice
Just
for
out of
Johnny.
curiosity.
Exactly. There's
Five.
There's five,
So there
but
should be six.
only the
There should be a
first.
sixth.
Only the first three
It's a Sea of
are.
Thieves is. It's a
There you
six
go.
one.
Yeah. I think only the first three are like a lot of like the main characters
legit,
stayed.
yeah.
The last two were just kind of like randomly
I'm
different.
in.
Okay.
But all right, again, so that was going to be Pirates of the Caribbean. We're going to be watching that next week, so you're more than welcome to come check it out with us. And when you do, come check in on the pod so we can all talk about it all together, But that's going to go ahead and close out our podcast this week. We go ahead and anybody have a question to close us off? Anybody have any question in particular? Let me ask you this. Okay, then I got something in the chamber. What if, so starting off with our what if, our Peggy Carter first episode, Captain Carter technically. What would you want to see in a what if we get a season 2? We do have a lot of stuff in a season 1. We see Doctor Strange, Spider-Man. We see a Star-Lord, Black Panther.
Yeah.
So what would you like to see in a season 2 what if, or what's in your realm of that?
That's the great thing about this show is like they
Anything.
can do it for like a
Anything.
billion seasons
Exactly.
because they can just come up with stuff out of their ass. And
Exactly.
I'm down for it.
So again, what would you want to see in a what if episode? That's my question for this week.
Spider-Man being Captain America. That's what I
That
want
would
to
be
see.
pretty
That'd be sick.
That'd be cool. That'd be
Yeah.
cool.
But all right, so again, that's going to close out our podcast. If you are not following us, what are you doing? We're on Facebook. We're on Instagram.
Whoa.
We're on TikTok. We're always posting stuff there.
Grandma
Different
do
memes, different stuff. When we upload, that's where we post it on there. But other than
Catch your lives.
yes, we do also have live streams of Pokemon openings and sometimes other stuff. We kind of down the line want to do like theater live streams after we watch a movie, like a short little
Yeah.
live
Ooh,
stream
that'd
as
be
we're
cool.
there.
Oh,
Yeah,
that'd be really
So,
cool.
but all right,
Bring our mics and everything. That'd be fine.
exactly. But all right, again, that's going to go ahead and close out our podcast for this week. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for sticking around for the buzz and the boys talk.
Oh,
and I'm looking forward to
so
see you
clean,
next
Pod
week
Daddy.
for episode
Pod Daddy.
20. Maybe we'll do something special. We're already hitting 20, guys. So maybe we'll do something special.
Kind of
This
like
is really
Mount
fun,
Rushmore
guys.
or something.
Oh,
But
alright,
obviously we
okay.
can't
We
take.
might
Well-
get Nick to pull out his toes.
Exactly.
Whoa.
But stay tuned for the stay tuned and be
Socks off?
for the surprise next week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, that's gonna close it out. But
Socks
see you
might be
later.
off next
Bye.
week.
You know I love you.
Bye.